Hi guys, it's Monika. I am absolutely beyond tickled pink to be doing this collab with Nathalie the Beauty Diva. This is the second collab that we've done together, and the first one was our Retin-a journey. And when she asked if I would be even interested in doing a Retin-a, because she's been on Retin-a for so long, I wanted to say, did you mean to email someone else? Because I couldn't believe that she would actually want me to do it with her. But she did. And so we did that first collab. I'm going to link our videos below because I was like, I'm still in shock that she did it with me. But we talked about, doing another collab, and I'm always asking questions. I'm always asking, what else are you doing? What are you using? What is your secret? I always want to know what people are doing beyond the basics. And so we kind of thought, that might be a good topic. So we put our heads together and we said, why don't we come up with sort of like our secrets? Now, I cannot wait to see Nathalie's video. I really can't. I'm sure she is going to have a boatload of secrets that she's going to share. For me, it's not going to be as dramatic because I don't think I have as many secrets, but I'm going to tell you everything that I do beyond the basic skincare. So Nathalie the Beauty Diva, I'm sure every single one of you knows her. I'm sure you are watching her videos. You're probably subscribed for sure, without a doubt. She's been uploading once a week on Wednesday mornings, and I so look forward to her Wednesday mornings with me. I have my coffee, I watch her videos. She's a fabulous person, and one of the things that I think really stands out about Nathalie, aside from her physical beauty, is that her beauty resonates from the inside. In other words, she, I think, has reached out to more new YouTubers than I can even imagine. She answers every comment. She goes and she comments on other YouTubers' videos. She's just so incredibly supportive, unbelievably supportive. And so I'm in shock that I'm doing this with her, but I'm absolutely super thrilled that I am. And so that said, does Monika have any beauty secrets? Probably not. But my mom once told me, and she said it in German, so I don't know about the exact translation, but it was sort of a phrase that Oberschein unter Puff, meaning that on the outside pretty, but underneath not. And what she taught me early on is that your beauty, your skincare, everything resonates from the inside out. I've always believed that, from the inside out. And it's like, yeah, you can put makeup on to mask, but if your skin isn't that good to begin with, it's going to show. So you need to treat and think about doing things from the inside out. And that really has always resonated with me. So Mom, I want to say thank you for that. One of the things that, and many of you, most of my stuff is not going to be anything new, but one of the things that I have been using for an awful long time is my collagen supplement. So when I think of those holy grail items, those, my secrets, the things that I know make a huge difference, even though it might take a while to make that difference, my collagen supplement has to be number one. Now, there are many collagen supplements out there. The one that I use is a pure collagen. There's not anything else mixed in with it. So when I put this dose of collagen into my coffee, into my water, my tea, I'm just getting pure collagen. It is unflavored, and it's kosher beef, so it may not be for everyone, but I have been using this. Jay has been using this. This is collagen hydroslate joint care, and it's a dietary supplement. The two of us use a lot of this. I buy it by the big bag. We fill it into this little small can, but we buy a big, huge bag of it because that is the cheapest way for us to do it. I'm not affiliated with the company at all. I'm not selling anything, making anything at all. I just happen to love this product. I take 2 tablespoons twice a day. Usually in the morning, I mix it with my coffee or my tea. I can never taste this. ever. I don't find a smell. I find it mixes really well with lukewarm or hot water, or something hot temperature. Cold, it kind of curdlates a little. Is that the right word? So anyways, I noticed, and I've said this before, I noticed the first thing I really noticed was the dry patches on my elbow. And I would have dry patches on my elbows that were awful, awful dry patches. And to the point where in the wintertime, my elbows would crack and bleed. So after about I started in January 2016, I think it was like in March that I noticed that my elbows were almost smooth as a baby's bottom. So I know that the only two things that I changed on my diet was the collagen supplement and the fact that I started to use an MCT oil. So I use Now Sports most of the time, pure MCT oil. There's many other MCT oils out there. Some people, may never want to use an MCT oil, but I believe that no matter what diet you're on, whether you're ketogenic, whether you're, low fat to some degree or whatever, you still need to have some good healthy fats in your system. And I think, again, feeding my body from the inside out is crucial. On top of that are my vitamins, but these are the two items that I have every day. So I take my MCT oil, I usually mix it in with a shake or another drink or at whatever point during the day, and I take my collagen supplement every single morning and every single night, and it's made a huge, huge difference for me from that inside out. The other secret that I have, like I said, mine is boring, guys. I'm sure you're all like hustling over to Natalie because I'm sure hers is going to be different, but is water. I drink probably 8 cups a day, 74.4 ounces of water. So I drink this a day. I won't go to sleep at night until it's empty. I always drink a lot of water. I make sure I have water with me at work. I have water with me everywhere. And that's sort of like keeping myself super, super hydrated, because I think that's key. So I have my collagen supplement, my MCT oil, and being super, super hydrated. The other things that I do, aside from skincare and serums, is I do derma rolling. So when I started to do the derma rolling, I wasn't really too sure, how these changes were, how they were going to be. Now I'm a little over, I'm at the 3-month mark of doing the derma rolling, and I all of a sudden, it was like one day I was washing my face and putting my serums on and whatever, and I said, wow, this looks a little different here. And then I was like going, and I think all of a sudden the derma rolling does kick in. So I'm currently derma rolling once a week, and I derma roll my lips twice a week. And those of you that watched my last video, you know that I am also derma rolling my scalp. So that's going to be it's too soon for me to tell you if that's going to work or not. But the derma rolling has made a huge, huge difference to me. And when I wash my face, I do, especially at the end of the day, I do sometimes triple cleanse. I will try to take all my makeup off. Sometimes I'll use some sort of a wipe or whatever, but I usually take all my makeup off, and I usually will go in with my Foreo Mini or my dupe I have of this, and I spend, very gently, but I spend a lot of time massaging this along my jowls, along my whatever they're called. I don't know, marinettes here, and I'm going to say laugh lines. But I spend a lot of time really gently massaging this, going up into my crow's feet and all around my face. I absolutely love this. I absolutely love, love, love this. This particular one I got around Christmas time. I've had to charge the battery once, and it's October. So once in 10 months of use, I've had to charge the battery, and I use it every single day, twice a day, most of the time. So I don't take a shortcut at all on washing my face. I spend the time I need to do it to make sure that my skin is thoroughly clean, and I absolutely love using this. Then, if it's at night, I am a bee venom face mask nut. I absolutely love my bee venom cream. Now, I have the one from Lanacorp. I buy it at TJ Maxx. I'm very careful on the expiration dates of the products that I buy there. I'm also very careful to open it up to make sure that nobody else has opened it up and done anything to it, because I one time found this product in TJ Maxx, and I looked at it and I said, wow, it looks kind of weird, and I twisted it open. You could see someone had dug their fingers into it, and I was like totally grossed out by that. So I always make sure that these are untouched as much as possible if I'm lucky enough to find them. So my bee venom cream, is that a secret? You know, I spend $5.99 for a tube of this, and I'm very generous. I use it every night. Sometimes I use it in the daytime, and it might last me 2 months. And it's okay. It's only $5.99. It works for me. I absolutely love it. The other things I have in my office, I use the, I like the ordinary oils. I like a lot of the ordinary products. I've talked many times about my ordinary hauls and things of that nature. I really like the ordinaries, especially their oils. So in my office, I have a jar, and I can never pronounce this right, of the Aragon oil. The Aragon oil. This is the organic cold press Moroccan Aragon oil. I happen to really like this. It's very rich, but I like it. So I have a jar of this in the office, and I also have a jar of their squalene oil in the office. So these are the two that I have in the office as well as at home. And I've been known, especially the squalene, because it's not as heavy, it's not as oily. When I'm done my makeup, I've been known to dab it on top of my makeup right here in my crow's feet, in my wrinkly area. And I keep them in the office for that very purpose. If I'm a day that I'm really super, super peeling, I actually have other wipes in my office so I can clean off my face if I want. But there are times, even if I don't wash it, if I can see that I'm peeling a lot, I'll take some of the Aragon oil and I'll put that on my face as well. So these are two that I have in the office with me and at home. And during the summer, you know, obviously I had it in my motorhome. So I have those products with me all the time. And I absolutely love those two oils. Now, I love the marula oil. There's many, many other oils that I love. But these are the two that sit in my shelf in the office. And since I'm in the office a lot, they get a lot of use. And I absolutely love that. The other thing that I think most people probably are aware of, and they do, and it, again, I'm not selling any of these products or making any kind of a commission off of them, but sunblock. Until I actually found the mineral lotion, non-greasy, from the Australian Gold Botanical tinted face screen, 50 SPF. Until I found this, I had a hard time with sunscreen. I often use this sunscreen almost like a primer, if you want to call it that, after I wash my face in the morning. So it's when I'm all done, my serums, when I'm all done all that stuff, this is the first thing that goes on my face, and I let it sink in really, really good. Really good. I love it. I put it all over my face, a heavy coat, down into my neck. I go around my neck. I go, you know, depending on my outfit, but I usually go around my neck to the back. I make sure my ears are covered. Anything left over goes on my hands so that my hands are covered, and I let that settle in. Now, I don't care if I'm wearing a foundation or not. This does not turn orange on me. Yes, it has a little bit of a, you know, when you first put it on, like a little grayish look, but that dissipates almost immediately, at least for me. And it doesn't turn orange. I have to mix this. I have to mix this with a little bit of oil, and I usually mix it with the squalene because it's not that greasy. I mix it with a little bit of oil and I put it on. Otherwise, this non-greasy formula on me is unbelievably mattifying. But I've cut a couple of tubes of this in backup. So, because I don't want to be running out, even though we're going into fall. We're in fall and we're going into winter. I'm not going to run out of this. I absolutely love it. So, you know, sunscreen is a must for me, and my oils are a must. The other thing that I must tell you that I really love is I I use CareProst on my eyelashes, and many of you have probably seen my videos where my eyelashes were non-existent, and I was really worried that once the CareProst daily treatment went away, that I would lose my eyelashes. They would go back to being hardly anything, because I didn't know that CareProst maybe once or twice a week would be enough. So before I started the CareProst, I did a homemade formula that I had found on the internet for eyelash treatment, and I was actually using this on a pretty consistent basis. And it's black castor oil mixed with a little bit of vitamin E and mixed with a little bit of coconut oil. For some reason, the three mixed together gave me a really nice consistency. Now, I did this without really knowing that it was going to work, other than initially I had Googled homemade remedies for eyelash growth or eyebrow growth, and that's what had come up. More people than not recommended that. So I mixed my own little bottle of it up, and I didn't bring it in here. But the black castor oil, I just put it along like eyeliner on my eyelashes on the nights that I'm not doing my CareProst. When I'm not doing my CareProst, it goes right on my eyelashes. My mother was right. Beauty starts from the inside out. But, there are those things that make a woman feel beautiful. And for me, having eyelashes is just the thrill of my life. It really is, because I never had any. So I use that when I'm not using CareProst. I swear by it. I think it works amazingly wonderful. And I've been working with the Nivea serum, which I'll link below, thanks to Anne Marie. Beauty by Anne Marie. She had first talked about this, and I went on the Nivea and I went on the serum, and I found it, and she was putting it on her bags. I put some on my bags, but I mainly concentrated on my eyes. Now, I have like these big, huge fat pockets on my inner eyes. It's like, to me, my fat pockets are at least 60% better, and I've been using this on my eyes very, very carefully since the end of June, beginning of July. I'll have to look at my label on my bottle, but I've been using it that long. So every night I tap it on there, I tap a little bit up here, and I tap a little bit here. For me, it works. So, no matter what I'm saying, no matter what I'm doing, one thing I have learned is that somebody can talk about a foundation, and I buy it, and I'm like, wow, this is gross. And somebody else can buy a foundation that I am loving and do an awful review on it because it didn't work for them. It's trial by error for me. I have tried many things that didn't work for me, and they did work for somebody else. It doesn't mean that person didn't know what they were talking about. It just means that their skin reacted differently than my skin. The Nivea works for me, and I also grew up with Nivea cream because that was the only thing my mother used on me, and it was probably the only cream I used, not so much on my face, but it probably on my body and my hands until I was probably in my mid-40s, because that's all my mother had, the blue tin from Germany, and that's what she would give me. So I'm really loving the Nivea on my eyes, but there are cautions, and I do have to caution anyone that is going to try any of this to read it and research and make your own decision. Yeah, so I don't have a whole lot of secrets, and I know this video is like really super, super long, but the things that I do, they work for me. And I'm really happy with the results I've had. I have not had surgery. I've not had an eye lift. I've not had fillers. I've not had a lift. I'm not against it. It's just for me, I don't have the money. And so for me, financially, to spend that on, I wouldn't do it. Now, if I inherited a bunch of money, or if my mom wanted to pay for it, I might entertain it. I don't know. It's basically natural, and some days I look better than others, and some weeks I just look awful. It just really depends. But overall, it's a journey, and it's a journey that I'm loving. So I know this is a super long video. Please, if you have not watched Natalie's, jump over to Natalie's video. I'm going to link her video below. And please, proceed with caution on anything that you ever hear anyone use on YouTube, because Derma Rolling, MCT oil, collagen supplements, using certain face care, oils on your skin, everyone is different, and what works for me may not work for you. So that said, thank you so much for spending, I think, over 20 minutes with me. I'll see if I can edit this down a little bit. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. And I look forward to sharing with you my derma rolling results, hopefully within the next month or so. Bye, guys.